my master's is combined in economic development and entrepreneurship. When they were talking in that video just now about people going to San Francisco and Seattle and Austin, there's, especially the millennials, there's a gentleman, his name's Richard Florida. He's in economic development. He had called this the creative class. His term for that is the creative class. Millennials that are drawn to those types of cities are looking for 7 particular things. Things like outdoor activity, diversity, culture, art, music, lifestyle. And so when you think about that travel and creating an experience, that's more likely going to draw people to where those kind of cities are, but not necessarily for business travel. Business travel, you got to go where you're going. So when we're thinking about last minute bookings though, and how we can get people to do and still choose us even at the last minute, that goes back to the behaviors. As a psychology major studying about how to get people to do what we want them to do in the workplace. Like when they first started the assembly lines in Detroit, they had a huge problem with people getting to work on time. And what they found is because up until that point, people hadn't been in that setting where they had to be at work at 8 o'clock and leave at 4. So what a lot of the plants did was get everybody alarm clocks. Because prior to that, they were getting up, in an agriculture society, you're getting up when the sun's up and you're going to bed when the sun goes down. I mean, that's about your day. You know, we're burning daylight is an expression because it has real meaning to it. We're burning daylight because we only have this many hours because we only have daylight. But in manufacturing, they had to do things as simple as get them an alarm clock so they'll wake up to go to work. Now, that kind of stuff fascinates me because I'm frustrated because my people don't get to work on time. Well, how can I help them get to work on time instead of punishing them for not doing what I want them to do? Perhaps there's something we can put in there that will help to trigger that. So in this module where we're looking at how is the game played, every game that you've ever played has a main action. So like in golf, what's the main gameplay in golf? Hitting the ball, right? Hitting the ball. I mean, there's a lot of walking or driving and cussing and all that other stuff, but mainly it's hitting the ball, right? Hitting the ball. Okay, so in basketball, what's the main gameplay? Dribble, pass, shoot, right? We got the ball, dribble, pass, shoot. In a game like, tell me one of your favorite games when you were growing up. Tennis. Okay, tennis. In a game like tennis, major gameplay. Hit the ball with the racket, hopefully, right? Okay, with the racket over the net. In Monopoly, what's the major gameplay?
Accumulate wealth.
How are you doing that, though? How are you getting all the money?
Hotels.
Rolling the dice. Good. Rolling the dice. And then what? Okay, how do you get to do that? You have to move that's an avatar. So that little dog or the iron, that's an avatar that you moved along the way. So you had movement, you took turns, right? You had chance in there. What were those chance cards? Oh, you either lost or you advanced, right? Go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Yeah, okay. So every game has a major gameplay. And when we're thinking about gamification, the same idea. In order for us to achieve our objective, which we're setting over here, we're identifying who's playing this game, what we're going to measure in order to achieve that objective. Now, what do we need these people to do so that we can measure it, knowing how they're wired so we can achieve our objective? Does this make sense?